What's up, guys? I want to go more in depth with the apartment maintenance business. Alright, so I gave you a general video of kind of getting into it. Meaning if you're not in a field already and you want to get into the trades, or if you just want to switch in career or whatever, you know. So basically, when you start, this is what's basically you're going to do is you're going to start off with rounds every day. Rounds is you go around the property, you clean up around all the dumpsters, and get all the trash out of the bushes, off the sidewalk, cigarette butts, all that stuff, anything in the grass, bushes, stairwells, stuff like that. You're going to take care of that first thing in the morning because you want the place looking good. Then you're going to do, when like fall comes, depending on where you live, we do leaves. We have a bunch of leaves, so not only do we go pick up the trash, then we go back and leaf blow all leaves off driveways, sidewalks, all that stuff. And we also like hose off the driveways from the dump truck or the garbage trucks, and and you do a lot of that stuff. And then you get this we have like dumpster fresh. You kind of hose them out in the summer, so the smell's not just fermenting out there for a couple of days in between pickups. So you want to get everything looking good. If there's a tree branch growing into a building, you want to trim that off. You got to do sweep out the garages or porches, or go up on the rooftops. You're gonna leaf blow the rooftops, make sure the drains and everything's draining properly. We have flat roofs. Make sure your chimney stacks are looking good. When you start going into rounds, that's why they start you in things. So you go into rounds and you start actually looking around at things that keep your eye on the whole building, the whole property, whether it be brick repointing or whatever. In some companies, maybe you'll be doing it. Other companies, they'll hire someone out. Usually things such as like liabilities, so like a pressure relief valve is pretty easy to change out. It's, not rocket science. But, if you own properties, that's probably something that you might want to just hire a plumber to do. Not because it's hard, but if anything ever screws up, you go there, they gotta go pressure relief valve failed. I mean, those things can, fail and stuff. The second thing you will do if you're just starting out and you don't know much, and this is all going off if you don't know much, is you'll do like unclogged drains and basic plumbing. So that's exactly how it sounds. You'll any toilet clogs, or whether you gotta pull the toilet and run a snake down, or whatever, however you gotta do it, you'll be doing toilet clogs, vanity sinks, kitchen sinks, dishwashers, and showers. So those are the typical type of clogs. And then probably like basic plumbing would be like installing a kitchen faucet, installing the P-trap for the drain, or just all the guts for a drain under a sink, and maybe a shower control here and there, so you get a little good at soldering and stuff, or however you do it, PEX, whatever be the case, so that's kind of where you, like, the basic plumbing is just like stuff that you expect homeowners to know. May shut down the water to the building, and you have to change out shut-off valve for a sink or something, or a shower. In apartment maintenance, when you shut the water off, you're shutting the water off to the building. So you got to be good at what you do. And then number two, when you're doing soldering on the cutoffs and stuff, you better hope that when you turn the water on, because you're doing this yourself. So I did one time, I had to do the kitchen sink shutoffs and the shower, because I was redoing both things. So that's 4 shutoffs I put on, soldered them on, and then had to go down to the basement, turn the water on the building, then run up, make sure I don't have any leaks. I didn't have any leaks. Everything was good. The harder things with soldering in the apartment buildings is 3rd floor is not too bad. It's when you get down to the 1st floor in the basement, after all the water's drained, that stuff takes, that's where you need the MAP gas and things like that. So getting back to the list, so we have rounds, we have basic plumbing, and then you go into building checks. Building checks, so once a month or a couple times a month, you go through all the buildings and check all the smoke detectors, exit lights, hallway lights, everything like that. And you'll be replacing hallway light bulbs and or fixtures and or exit signs. If you have security systems and stuff, you're just checking everything that the buildings use to operate. Outside lights, it's all security purposes and stuff. So you go through, you do the building checks, make sure doors aren't squeaking, you know, all the locks and everything are working properly. We have garages and stuff, so usually once a month, just go through and lube everything up just with some WD-40 silicone lube. Nothing crazy. We don't grease the tracks. In fact, they thought you had to grease the tracks back in the day, but that's not it at all. And anyways, so 3 is you know, building checks, getting through, you know, and then as you go through, you kind of you know, a little crack in the hallway here, you check all the railings, make sure they're sturdy. You got to keep your eye out for other people's safety. So when you go around the grounds and the properties and the buildings, you want to make sure you're checking everything. You know, entry doors that close, make sure they all close well. Man doors going to garages, make sure they all close well. You know, you want everything buttoned up nice and tight. The other thing they'll probably have you do is, like, if there's any building readings or something like that, water meter reads, boiler, I'm sorry, I said boiler, building reads. So you got water meter reads, maybe a gas meter, this meter, that meter, whatever meter. They're going to want you to maybe just, that's part of your routine, just get all the readings. So if anything jumps, they have documentation of that. And then the last thing I'd really say is, like, if you're working with someone that's been there for a few years and you're just getting in there, whatever they don't want to do, you're going to be doing that. And that's okay. Do a freaking great job at it. Also, you're going to learn, you know, what your owners or whatever, you're going to learn what they deem important, and you make those look really nice, but don't fall behind on the other stuff, because it will catch up to you. So you always, even on your slow days, find something to do, go out and do it. It makes the day go so much quicker. If you guys enjoy these videos, please let me know down in the comments. If you have any other questions, I'm just kind of trying to dissect my job myself to kind of share what it might be if you're starting out, whether that be tools and stuff. You know, I'll point you to some other channels that do a great job with all this stuff also, just not me. Yeah, so anyways, let me hear from you down below. As always, I appreciate you guys all watching. I've really enjoyed doing my channel lately, just making videos, getting back into that, and you know, there's a lot of exciting things going out there in the tool world, and a lot of exciting jobs, and you know, don't ever rule anything out, because you just never know. So, till next time, guys, I'll catch you later.